Yes, that was the thing.
Okay, what am I
right.
saying? I'm not
So
sure.
tell us who you are
Okay, my name is Timothy Green.
and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here.
Oh, well, it's ironic how I ended up here because I met Sister Iris, Professor Iris Stevenson, at a music symposium. And at the time, I was playing the bass guitar, and she noticed me of the anointing that I was playing under, something that I didn't notice in myself. So that kind of drew me to her, and then about a year or so later, she just started calling on me to be a part of the things that she was doing with Crenshaw. Like this year, I was able to play for Crenshaw's graduation and a couple of weddings and things. But what the most I got of it was that she said she liked the anointing that I play under. That's the best way I can tell it, because that's how she tells it. And she's pulling out a gift that's in me that I didn't know I had, other than just being on the spot or in the moment. But then my experience of being with her, being around the kids, I found out, especially at Crenshaw, was how the kids need more better examples to be raised, especially our men, our young men, because they're going to be the men, the leaders in our families and in our communities. And I just saw some things that it's going to take a lot of men stepping up and taking their rightful place in the households, in the communities, and being examples, especially around the schools. I was telling them I would love to just be around Crenshaw and be a part of speaking into these young boys that don't have their fathers and men in their lives, And that's just been a passion. It's been stirring in me ever since this summer. Before the summer, when I played for the graduation, it's like, there's got to be some kind of way I can get around the young people and plant seed into them and be an example. I have a daughter, I have a granddaughter that's about to go to high school, and I have to be the most and to show her how men are supposed to be. Have my daughter, how men should be respected, but how they should also respect our women and be strong men, especially men and women of God that takes leadership from higher sources, and just being better examples in our households and in our communities. I just have a passion for that right now. I was talking to a friend today. She was working in special education in school, but now I understand. I was listening to the young man talking about how to be able to have our kids transition into careers when they leave high school. Now she's moved into another area to help these same special ed students and leading them from special ed training in high school to go off into careers. Just today I was having breakfast, and it was just amazing on how she has been brought to another level to speak into these kids to take for their lives after they leave high school, so they can be viable citizens in our community and not be treated as second class or special ed, like that. She's noticed a lot of special gifts that they have that the system doesn't notice that they have. So they give them drugs and other means to try to, to come up with some kind of way to say that they're, to diagnose what they're going through, when all they really are, just to make a long story short, all they really need is better examples to speak into our children. To pull out of them the best that God has inside of them. And if any way I could be a part of that, just like being around Sister Iris, because she worked with youth and young people, to be a part of that. So I don't know what God is doing. I just hope He's bringing me into be able to just be a part of speaking into our young people and be an example, especially our young men and our young boys, to catch them while they're young, so we can raise a strong community of strong men and women of God.
Wonderful. What do you look to gain from tonight?
I'm sorry?
What do you look to gain from being here tonight?
Say it again?
What do you look to gain from being here tonight?
Oh, NAACP. And then I'm in the arts. I'm a musician. I'm a graphic designer. I'm a handyman. I'm a craftsman. I'm a luthier. I have a guitar that I made, instruments. I know I have an ability to create. I'm a problem solver, and just watching the people that set the pace that goes before us to set examples for our community as Black people. I just nothing more than want to be a part of that. I don't know anymore. It's just exciting to get a call to saying, yeah, Tim, you're welcome to come and be with Crenshaw and sit with Crenshaw as representing the high school arts and performing arts in the high schools, especially to bring it back into the schools. And someone was said Friday night over at Dorsey High School about you have to bring out the creativity in our kids. You know, 'cause that's going to design our future. They're the future designers of our future.
Now, tell us your name one more time.
My name is Timothy Arnold Green.
Wonderful.
And it's
Thank you.
an honor to be interviewed in this capacity.
Thank you.
You're welcome.